Hello, hello, OG family. How we doing today? This is awesome. I'm really excited to teach you guys today once again on social media. Let's just I'm just gonna wait in a couple of minutes here so we go live on Facebook. Um, just let me know, where are you drinking right now? What's on your cup? Where are you from? How excited are you to get started? If you're just now joining on Facebook Live, my name is Maikel, your social media marketing consultant here. And we're going to be doing a little social media training with you today. If you're just joining in on Facebook, give us a thumbs up. Tell us where you're from and what are you drinking today? What's on your cup? All right. Just take a look at the pages here. See where we're at. All right, so I'm really excited to start our call today. We ran a poll yesterday about what people wanted to know more about. Which social network you want to know a bit more about, and I gave people the choice between Facebook and Instagram, and it was very tight, but it was very clear that you guys want to know more about Facebook. And there is a lot to know. There is a lot to know about Facebook. I can literally spend, I don't know, 2, maybe 3, 4 hours talking about the subject. There's a lot to learn. There's so much in depth that you can get, and so much you can do with it. What my goal with today's call is to start maybe with your profile, with your personal profile, give you a couple of tips here and there, and maybe take it part piece by piece. And then if I have some time, I want to jump into a business page and just kind of show you guys what a business page looks like, and what are some advantages. But for now, I want to keep it down to your basic personal profile, and just show you some of the things that you should keep in mind on your personal profile, how to enhance your profile, some of the things that you should fill out, some of the other options that you have as a personal profile, like accessing groups, accessing the marketplace, certain things like that. I want to touch base on. So if you're ready, give me a thumbs up on Facebook, and let's get started. All right, so I'm just going to show you my screen here real quick. And this is the Facebook profile that I had created here for just for testing, and I'm just going to change my screen. Just give me one moment here. So this profile is just created for me to test on Organo and to do to do development and all these things. So I really we really don't use this profile a lot. So don't use this profile. Don't try to follow us in here, but do follow along, and and go on your computer or go on your app, and then try to follow along with what we're doing here. So I don't have a lot of friends here. This profile is not in use. So just want to show you a bit of some of the features and things that you get in your profile. So as soon as you get in, you're gonna see your cover page picture, your cover page, and your profile photo. If you're running Facebook for business and using your Facebook for business, it's not a bad idea to have a profile picture that has a link to your products, that has a link to your personal page, to your replicator website. We show you on the first session how to take this banner, for example, from our cover page and then post it on your personal profile. I recommend that you put in a description on your cover page and add a link to your replicated site. Getting a website here so I can show you a quick example. I guess it's Father's Day promotion now, but this is basically how it should, you should have your cover page set up, always with something for to promote your products, right? So whether it's BU, OGX, and link it to your replicator website, because that way when people come in and try to check your profile out, they're coming across that page, they're going to click on it, and there's a chance that they can just buy the product from there. Add a bio, describe who you are, your name, where you're from, maybe your link to your website as well there. Always a good idea to add a link to your page there. The more you add the link on your social media pages, the chances are that people are going to find it, they're going to click on it. Make sure your about is filled up as much as possible. This will help you this will help Facebook connect you with people that you may know. So by adding your workplace, your college, your high school, the places you live, Facebook is able to connect your friends and people that you may know, and then they come up as, hey, you may know this person, and that's how they're able to connect you with the people that you may or may not know. Places that you live, I mean, that's again another option for you to add. Like if you're a person that moved around a lot and lived in different places, you obviously may want to put those hometowns in there, or cities, so that way people are able to recognize you, that you know, especially if you have a common name like John Smith, right? So add as much basic information here as possible. Some of this information you don't have to have it public. There's always a way to change this, to change all this visibility, and you can, and you have complete control of who can see this information about you. I'm going to show you some of that right now. So privacy settings, right? Let's start from the top here, and let's just basically tell you what these settings means. So these this is just your basic login, username, memorialization settings. These are, if you ever passed away, you can decide what happens to your account once, who takes over that account once you pass away. So that's something that you can or cannot put in there. I mean, it's up to you, but keep in mind that if something happens to you, knock on wood, nothing happens, nobody would be able to access your Facebook profile. Doing this will actually get somebody or a family member or somebody close to you to be able to access your profile in that case. Security and login. So here's where you can change your password. Enable two-factor authentication. For those of you who don't know what two-factor authentication is, it's basically a security option that you have for many websites, not just Facebook, to trigger another. Once you put in the password information, then it asks you to enter another authentication. So it could be a phone number, it could be a code that you get via text to your phone number. So that's always good to have. If you ever had your Facebook account hacked or your Messenger hacked or any of that, you can avoid that just by doing this two-factor authentication. You just enable this on the on your browser, and it gives you the option whether you're going to use an authentication app or you're going to use a text message. Google Authenticator is an example of an authenticator app. This is very important, guys. If you want to protect your Facebook account, you need to have some type of security authentication, done. That way, nobody can log into your account, hacked. If you feel that you have been hacked, for example, what are some signs that your Facebook's being hacked? Is that your friends are sending you messages saying, "Hey, I just received this message from you," and you never sent it to anybody. Or maybe they're seeing that you posted something on their wall, but you're not the type of person to do that. Take that very seriously, and make sure to change your password right away. Enable two-factor authentication, and come over here and review your authorized logins. You can review where get alerts. You can also set up a get alerts when somebody that's unrecognizable shows up in your tries to log in, right? So these are some things that you should keep in mind when setting up your account and trying to keep your account secure. And here it gives you some information for extra security. You can choose 3 to 5 friends to contact if you get locked out. And these are obviously trusted friends that you can contact and set up. I don't have any friends in this account, so I'm not gonna set that up for you guys to see. But it should be pretty straightforward to do. Your Facebook information. So Facebook gives you the option to delete your account and download all your information, transfer all your photos and videos before you delete that account. Once that account is deleted, all your information is gone, and you're not able to do anything about it. So so Facebook gives you access here to all your information. Let's just take a look quickly here and see what you can get access to. So you can get access to your posts, your comments, your friends, events you've attended, your places, you name it. Places that have information about you, your search history, voice recording. Wow, I mean, this goes a lot, right? This is a lot of information that Facebook's got about you. Not only do they have information about you inside of your Facebook activity, but they also have off Facebook activity information that they access. You are more than welcome to clear this off Facebook activity. However, it's not recommended. Why? Because advertisers use this information to give you more to give you more relevant ads. Actually, if you look in here, you can tell that organogold.com is actually part, and Canva, for those of you who did the Canva workshop earlier, it's part of these off Facebook activity that we're doing. Okay, so I'm going to tell you how we use the data that we tracked on organogold.com. Once you visit organogold.com, we have a what is called a tracking pixel, and this is a bit more advanced, maybe for another class. But what this pixel does, it tracks your behavior on the website. With this information, I can go back and I can give you ads based on your activity. Right now, the ads that I'm showing you guys is mainly blogs and information for you to know, for you to be aware of upcoming promotions, recipes, things like that. All these off Facebook activity is used mainly by advertisers. We don't have any access to see individual people, what you like, or any specifics at all. The only thing that you see is that a person visited the website and maybe visited this page on the website. That's it. You could also see, for example, how much, like if a person bought, how much they bought, when they bought, and if the activity, and if they bought after seeing an ad on Facebook. And that is called attribution. Basically, it attributes the sale to Facebook rather than, say, Google or maybe an app that you visited and then you went to our website and bought a product. So, of Facebook activity, is it good to delete? Should you be deleting this on a regular basis? Up to you. I mean, once you delete this, the ads that you're still gonna get ads no matter what, right? The difference is that now the ads are gonna be less relevant to you than they were before. So up to you. You're still gonna get ads. You're still gonna have activity recorded of Facebook on Facebook. The difference is that if you clear this option, you won't get any relevant ads. All you get is irrelevant, maybe stuff that you not really want to know. And so this is part of your Facebook information. You can read more on the Facebook Help Center here. And there's, again, a lot of options here that you can go in and play with. Good information to have, right? Privacy, this is something that you should really keep in mind, right? Especially if you're more of the private type and you don't want to promote a lot, or if you really want to put your profile out there, then you really, really want to come out here and change this out. So, and here is who can send you friends requests, right? Oh, let's start with your activity. Who can see your future posts? These are automatically set to public, but you can change this. If you change this to friends only, that means that automatically all your posts or anything that you post out, it will automatically be set up for friends only, right? You can also set it up for yourself, but I don't know, it's kind of like, only me, but that's kind of like talking to yourself on Facebook. Nobody's going to see this. You may have another reasons to do that. Maybe you are testing. Let's say you just went on Canva, you created this beautiful design, and now you want to test how it looks on your page, right? Before anybody sees it, you can just post it only me, and this is a great way to keep your privacy so nobody sees that post until you're ready. You can also always go back to that post and change the privacy settings once posted. This is really important. Who can send you friends requests on Facebook? And here I have it set up for everyone. I'm going to change this to friends of friends. So that means, let's say I'm friends with Edward. Edward is friends with Blanca. Well, now Blanca can send me a friend request because she's a friend of a friend. But let's say Blanca is not connected to Edward and she tries to send me a friend request. Because I have this set up, there's no way Blanca can connect with me. Does that make sense? Who can see your friends list? Leaving this public, I don't know. You may or may want to change this. I don't know if there's like what kind of good could come out of it. I guess maybe if you're, if you're trying to connect with someone, I guess, and they want to see, well, do I know this person? They can see that you have friends in comments. That could be a reason, a good reason to have this public and open, right? But for the most part, you can change this to just friends. And that means that only your friends can see your friends. Or you can change it to only you. And that means only you can see your friends. So who can look up the email address provided? And here it says everyone. You can change this to only you, friends, friends of friends. Again, this is up to you based on your privacy and what you want. Okay. Again, with a phone number. And do you want search engines outside of Facebook to link to your profile? All right. So let me just stop here for a moment because this is really important. Search engine optimization, or SEO, is basically the practice to optimize a website to come up on top of the search results of Google. A great way to do that is to link your profile on Facebook to your name and your page. That way, when people are looking, that page shows up first with your Facebook, right? Let me start this again. So let's say you're running a business page, right, for your business. Because you add your replicated website in there, that's gonna have more chances of people actually seeing your site, because once it shows up on the search result, then people can click on that website. It's a great way to increase your traffic to your site. It's also a great way to get discovered. If people search your name, they're gonna find your Facebook page right away. So it's an option that you should maybe keep it on, if especially if you're a public figure and you want to be known. That's something that you want to keep on. So timeline and tagging, this will basically set up who can tag you. You can set up, for example, that anything that you are tagged on, you can review. I do this for my own account because I get tagged in some crazy posts sometimes. So you don't want that post to appear on your timeline right away. Okay, so to stop that, you change this so that you can review all the posts as they appear on your timeline. So review tags. One minute. So here it says tagging. Who can see posts that you're tagging in your timeline? I'm saying here friends of friends. But you can change that to custom, only me, specific friends, right? So you can say, okay, only me is able to see posts that is tagged on the timeline. So now you can tag me, but nobody's going to see that post, right? Do you want to review the post? I recommend that you review your post and you go here and enable the post reviews, right? Why? Because if they tag you on a post that is not professional, you really don't want that to show on your timeline, especially automatically like that. You want to remove your tag out of there. So, play around with this as you feel comfortable. Again, all of these settings, they're recommendations for you based on your privacy, not based on mine. I recommend that, my recommendations are based on your business, and I'm assuming that everybody wants to have visibility for their business, but some people do not, right? That's why Facebook has a personal profile for your own name, and you can do a separate one, a Facebook page for your business, and you can keep your business separated completely from your personal life just by adjusting some of these things. You don't have to create a whole new Facebook account or anything like that. You can create a new Facebook page and just separate your business completely from your personal life. Stories. Not a lot of options here. So it is either allowed to share your stories or allow people to share your stories if you mention them. Good option to have. Allow people to share your stories if you want them to, if you're promoting your business online and on Facebook, definitely allowed to share. If you are private, definitely not. Locations. When it comes to location, history, on, off, again, that's up to you. Location history is used for Facebook to also give you ads as well. I mean, everything is for ads. So you're getting Facebook for free. If it's free, you are the product. That's the way that they say. So here's more information about blocking. So managing the people you restricted. If you want to block a user, you can do it here. you want to block messages from a certain type of friends, you can do it here. You know, everybody's got those friends that you just don't want to hear from anymore. Maybe they send you too many forwards, you know, too many, send this to 10 people, or the locusts are gonna, and maybe that's why we're having, you know, this corona situation, because I didn't forward that email or that message to 10 people. Should have done that. All right, so you can block your app invites, you can block certain applications, you can block pages from seeing you. Definitely a great way to, you know, you can stop people from seeing, certain people from seeing your post. Changing for languages. Did you know, here's a fun fact, did you know that Facebook, or at least up until a few years ago, had English Pirate as a language? I don't know if that's there anymore, but it was. English Pirate was a language. But here's where you will go in and change your language settings, your language, and the language that your Facebook is in, time format, temperatures. So if you want to have posts translated to, if you have language friends speak other languages, you can have these posts automatically translated. And you can also turn on multilingual posts. That means that Facebook allows you to set up your own translation for these posts. Face recognition. Face recognition settings is if you, once you get tagged on your photos, you have the, Facebook has a facial recognition software that is able to identify you. So next time you try to tag yourself, it almost does it automatically. It would recognize your face and say, hey, do you want to tag yourself in this picture? Up to you whether you want to keep it on or not. It just makes it easier when your friends are posting pictures of you and they want to tag you and they're like, oh, who are you, who are not? It will pop up automatically. Notifications, right? So we have notifications here for comments. If you ever get notifications on Facebook, you can change all of your options here for notifications, for tags, for birthdays, for reminders. If you are tired of Facebook notifications, then you should come up here and change this. Mobile, some information here about mobile numbers. Public posts. So in public posts, you can change here who can follow you, who can comment on your public posts, push public post notifications. So if you post a notification there, you can get notification when people who aren't your friends start following you and share, like, comment on your public post. You can get notified when that happens. This is something like this you may want to enable if you're, you know, if you want to follow up on certain leads that you are not familiar with. You posted something publicly, and then, you know, maybe a friend of your friend was able to see that and comment on that post. Well, you have the option of now getting notified when somebody like that posts on your profile. Comment ranking. So another one of the things that you can do that people can see your most relevant comments first. And then here you can connect your Twitter account as well. All right, so I'm gonna spend some time here because this is really important. Every time your Facebook accounts get hacked, the culprit could almost 100% be attributed to an app that you installed on your page. Okay. What happens is if friend sends you a message, says, hey, I saw a video of you, check this out. Oh, I can't believe what I just saw in this video of you. Click here to check it out. When you click there, then basically either asks you to download an app. This app gets downloaded into here, now has access to your Facebook friends, your access to send messages, access to do all kinds of things, which you just give them access to. And now start sending messages to all your friends with the same messages. Oh, I can't believe what I saw in this video. Check this out. And then it replicates just like a virus, right? It starts spreading. So one of the things that you can do the moment that you get notified by somebody, say, hey, your Facebook may be hacked, you're sending me this message, you want change your password right away. Change it right away. 2, enable 2-factor authentication. 3, come here to apps and websites and review all the apps and websites that you haven't done. 4, go to security and log in and see if there's anybody logged in from your into your Facebook account from another area, from a place that you don't know. Again, once you do all of this, your account will be secure once again. Any app that you don't recognize, you can remove it. You can just click on it and click remove. You can also view and edit what kind of permission an app has, right? So Facebook has been doing really well at making sure that the apps that they work with and have on their site are certified and are working together with them and are not stealing your information and doing things like that. However, it's the internet, it's the website. People find workarounds and find ways to do malicious things on their site. There's nothing, Facebook is constantly working on this to make sure that it's done. But it's your responsibility to browse to be responsible when browsing, and that you not install or do, click on things that are suspicious, right? Never do that. So if you play games and stuff like that, your games are going to be here. The same thing on the apps as well. Apps, you're going to see any games that you play in there. I recommend that if you are seeing this for the first time, if you have never been into this portion of your Facebook profile, that you go in right away. Go in today after this call. Go into apps and website, and I challenge you to remove all the apps and website that you don't recognize. Make your Facebook secure today, right? Get it done. All right, so business integration. Here's, if you have any business apps or services that you use to log into, that use Facebook to log into, they can receive certain information. Wouldn't worry too much about this. Ads, this is if you're running any ads on the account, your app preferences. So what are your interests? This is a bit more information on how data is used for ads. You can tell Facebook what kind of interests you have. That way, basically, they can show you relevant ads, right? At the end of the day, they're still going to show you ads. It's just how you pay for the service. The difference is whether it's going to be relevant to you or not. I'd rather see relevant ads. I mean, even if I'm not going to buy anything, at least I get a laugh out of it, or maybe find something interesting, right? But clearing all of this, the same thing when you clear your cookies, you're just basically deleting all that information, and they won't know what you like or what you've searched for before. I know it could get creepy sometimes because, you could be out there looking for Organo Gold Mocha coffee, and all of a sudden you get off of Facebook, you go jump into a site like CNN or maybe another site, and all of a sudden you start seeing this ad follow you around like a lost puppy, and you're like, is somebody watching me? Like, what's going on, right? So this is why it freaks people out sometimes, right? But keep in mind that this is done because of history that you have visiting those websites, and how that information is shared across these different advertisers like Facebook and Google. All right, so I know I touched a lot. I mean, Facebook is such a huge topic. I'm just gonna check quickly comments here. I'm gonna see if there's any suggestions. Facebook is such a huge topic that I could literally spend hours here talking about it. And I mean, we're not even on we're not even on the business page. We're actually using just viewing the profile, just the personal profile. We can get into more on when you get into the business side of things. I'm just trying to see if there's any good questions here. Please leave your questions in there if you have any questions or comments. Love to see your questions out there. All right, so that was your personal profile, right? This is your personal profile here. You have also pages and different other options. I just wanted to run you through quickly through your settings and your privacy settings, so that you can, you have an idea of what's going on here with Facebook. A lot of people don't take a lot of time reviewing your Facebook settings and privacies. Let's do a little privacy checkup here. So on my next post, who do I want people to see? I'm gonna change it to public. So this is gonna go to everybody. My profile, so who do I want people to see? I'm just gonna leave it for my friends, and only friends of friends can send me message requests and see my information. Apps and website, this is the only app and website that I have. Voila, finish. Back to newsfeed. Go in. Challenge today for you is to do a privacy checkup on all those apps, and basically get it going. You just check and make sure that there's no apps unrecognizable there that you don't use, that you don't recognize. Take them all out. All right. Just seeing some of the comments here from you guys. I want to talk a bit about the marketplace, because this is a great place where a lot of people are finding success at selling things, mainly used products, some new products. So should you be using something like this to sell your product, to sell on the internet? I mean, it's an option, right? I would say try. You can definitely try to sell your products here. Maybe create your own basket or your own design. Make it more of a bit of your own, and try selling it here. What I wouldn't try to do here in the marketplace is to try to recruit anybody or bring somebody as part of your business. It should be more focused on a customer front and selling products and presenting the product out there and putting it out there for the people to see it. There's a way that you can even promote some of these products. Again, this is more as a way for you to put your name out there, maybe get rid of, this is intended to get rid of your personal items and your personal products, not necessarily to sell on a daily basis. That's the marketplace for you. It's something that started just a few years ago. I want to say maybe 2-3 years ago. So this is fairly new. And people say anything here from boats to, look, even looks like it's an actual container. You can even buy a container here, grass. So a lot of people come out here with the intent to buy. I'm not necessarily see a lot of food here. I don't necessarily see a lot of beverages, mostly like things like cars, apparels, vehicles, gardening stuff. That's mainly the kind of things that I see here. Although I did see a post with some eggs. So, beef bone for sale. Again, I wouldn't grow my business just in the marketplace alone. It's a great place to maybe get some get your word out there, for sure. The same thing with the groups, right? Plenty of groups out there, guys. This is an actual Organo group. Same thing with that one. So you can create your own group. There's advantages of creating your own group. X challengers have their own group. There's an Organo global group, like we see here. There's there's many different groups. You can create a group for your team. You can join other public groups, interest groups out there. I'm sure if I search for coffee, there's got to be many coffee groups. There's got to be groups out there from people who like to work out, who like to exercise. You can join that group. Talk about post your own story there. Post your things about OGX that you're doing. There are also, I'm sure, beauty and makeup groups. You name it, there's a group for it, right? Now, things about group to keep in mind, right? There's certain groups that have specific rules. I have a group. I'm a manager of a group, and I have strict rules for my group. If you're not from Vancouver, you're not getting into my group. This is a Spanish group for Spanish business in Vancouver. And if you don't answer the questions that I have in there, I won't let you into the group. And the same thing goes for other groups out there, right? They will have certain. This is the group I manage. So if I try to join my group here, it's going to ask you, do you speak Spanish? Do you live in Vancouver on the Lower Mainland? Do you have a business, or you're interested in that in Latino business? If you answer any of these questions, if you don't answer any of these questions, and I can see and I can check that you are or not from Vancouver, because it says it on your profile, I would not let you in. If you don't answer the questions, I don't let you in. And if the questions are not true, I won't let you in. And that's just to keep the group relevant. Like, I want this group to be just for people who speak Spanish, who live in Vancouver, who have a business or are interested in a business. Started this group a while back. I would say, yeah, well, there you go. November 1st, 2014. And I started this because there was not a group like that in my area, and I wanted to have I have a business as well. I'm interested in other people's business, so I said, why not? Let me create a group that people can go in there and post about their business and promote their business, and I get to learn about their business. They get to learn about mine. It's a give and take, right? So the group has grown. It continues growing on a regular basis. So this is one of the advantages for you to create your own group. You can start admin that group and promoting the stuff that you want. You can buy and sell stuff in there. It's a great way to connect with new people that are not even in your circle. I know I'm going a lot over. This is already 45 minutes in. I could go all day talking about this, but I don't want to give. I don't want to leave without leaving you a challenge here for today. So, if you, what I'd like you to do today is to go ahead and create a new cover page for your Facebook profile and post a link on it. I want, if you can send me a screenshot, if you can send me a photo of your setup, of what cover page you have and the link that you have set up in there, I would select a random person who sends me this, and I'm gonna give them away some OG espresso coffee. Who likes the OG espresso? Because I love it. Send me the email to socialmedia@organogold.com. I want to see some examples of your cover page on your personal profile, and something that has OG in it. Okay. whether it's a BU or X Forever, something branded with Organo. I want to see a new cover page from you guys. So send it to socialmedia@organogold.com, and our team and I will review the photos, and we'll select a random person who sends the email, and they're gonna get some coffee. Right, so this is it for today, guys. Leave me some more comments. I know that I'm gonna cut this off early, and I can continue talking about this all day. My goal is that maybe for the next one, I will go into even more details of what I did today, but maybe do it more on the business page side. Okay, so I like to leave you this with that today. Just send me the picture of your cover page, and then just go click on it. And I want to see this. I want to see your copy here. I want to see your text. I want to see that picture that you took, and I want to see a link. All right, I want to see your replicated website link in there, so I know that you're promoting your business. And if you send me that to socialmedia@organogold.com, we're gonna select a random person, and they're gonna get a nice box of espresso. All right, so that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much. Leave your comments below. I'm looking forward to see you on the next one. Take care.